So two people that come to mind that have made my city year experience amazing so far, or just really interesting, are a year 9 that I was teaching called Monica, and another one called Sid. He's also in year 9. And Monica was sort of like, it's a very proud moment for me, which again is another reason why you should do it, to have that proud moment, or to have these kinds of proud moments, is because it went so well. So what happened was I got to my school, and initially you have to shadow other corps members and see what it's like to help out in the classroom. And so I was shadowing a corps member, and I noticed this girl in classes who she just looked really angry almost. Like, she didn't look happy at all, and no one was speaking to her, not even the teacher. She was just sitting there, and I was really confused. So I asked the teachers, and I asked, what's going on with this student? Why is she not involved at all? And they said, she doesn't know much English. Like, she's an EAL student, so English as an additional language. So she came. This Monica came from Bolivia in South America, and I was told that she knew very little English. So I thought, oh, okay, this is interesting. And I'd done TEFL training, and I thought, it's such a shame that she's not involved at all. It's awful. So I got her on my focus list. And the first couple of sessions that I had with her, she was very shy. She wouldn't speak much. She would smile if you smiled at her, and if she could see you were making an effort. But in the first few lessons, I think I kind of targeted things a bit too high. So I was asking her to talk about daily routine, morning routine, and trying to get her to talk, because I wanted her to make her more assertive already at the get-go. But she found that very difficult, and because she found it difficult, it disheartened her. So she tried it a couple of times, but when she was getting it wrong, she sort of, she would bend down or hide her face a bit. And when we'd finished the first couple of sessions, I was a bit worried. I was like, oh dear, can I do this? Am I doing this right? Am I doing it wrong? Is it my fault? But I kept going, and my mum actually gave me a suggestion to try and do the alphabet with her, and just go from there, do the English alphabet, which is different, a little bit different from the Spanish one. So we did that, and that was the third session, and it was such a success. Like, that was the level that she needed. That was the core bit of her knowledge that there was a gap, like, that she didn't have. So we went through the alphabet, and we had so much fun. Like, we were practicing the letters together. I was making up silly things to help her remember how to say the letters, and she was laughing, and it was great because her laugh was so unusual as well. She had a very squeaky laugh, like, she would giggle when she was really happy, and I thought something was very silly. And after that, it just went uphill from there. Now that I'd got the level right for the things she needed to learn, she went in leaps and bounds because she wanted to learn. She was desperate to know English, and actually she knew more English than we thought, but she just wasn't able to speak back. Her speaking was the problem, her assertiveness was the problem. So she could actually understand, which is almost worse in a way, she could understand what was going on around her, but people would talk about her in front of her. They wouldn't talk to her, and she couldn't talk back, and she couldn't say, hey, I'm here. So, which was so sad when I realised it in hindsight. But after doing these sessions, and this was the most rewarding part, like, we literally saw her just start to talk to people in school and talk more to her friends. We got the teachers, told them to talk to her and told her to talk to them. And her character shone through. Like, she can be very sassy. Like, if she doesn't like a teacher, she doesn't really hide it very well, so she might give them the stink eye or something. But just her whole character came out once she could communicate.